Hello, Royal Family. It's your boy KD84 once again. The Royal Family Sergeant of Arms. First and foremost, all praise to the Most High. And shalom to all the Akim and Akwaf watching this video. I won't keep y'all long. But I think it's time that I bare my soul on who I really am. I think that time has come, family. I'm just going to say this off the blue. I know it's going to come a shock to some, but I was berated more with pain than peppered and showered with love. That's the environment that I came from. People ask me a lot of why I don't smile. Well, that's pretty much why. You see, family, I've been a target from day one. Now, I know it's hard to hear a youngin' that hasn't been that raised up by mama and daddy. Now, don't get me wrong, they did teach me a few real life things. But they both failed to keep it 100 with their son, which is me. And now, I've finally come to grips that I'm never going to be that beloved. But I came to grips with that long time ago. What I mean by this is that probably because of the way I speak and the way I carry myself on YouTube, I'm never going to have a big audience. It just ain't going to happen. But at the same time, I'm definitely not here to scam you. I'm not here to lie to you. And I'm not here to bullshit anything that you're looking for. I'm not here to bullshit you on any of that. Everything you're hearing about right now, the fact that y'all hear my voice, I appreciate every single one of you. And I'm just going to say to the big channels that look down on the small channels, be very careful. Because you might have that big audience today, but it can be snatched from you and be gone tomorrow. That's all I got to say to you. Funny thing with these, most of these Patreon hustlers, I can look in their eye through the video and tell they ain't been through shit. They're just using it as a hot slogan. Everything that comes out of KD's mouth has nothing to do with a fucking slogan. It has everything to do with what I actually lived. That's what it has to do with. Yes, I'm going to pull up the examples that I do. Case in point, when a nigga was 9 years old, this is how I can tell you that I was targeted from day one. I was really targeted from day one by these fucking Edomites. May of 93, which transitioned into the summer of 93. I went from being a foster kid to a dramatized kid really in the fastest 2 to 3 month span I've ever thought of. That I would ever imagine. They got me locked up in this psych ward trying to take the royalty out of me as a kid. I bullshit you not. They tried drugging me up and forming to their system. And yet, my foster mama was happy as hell that she got rid of me out of her house at that time. But now all of a sudden she tried to feel guilty back then and say, oh, school's almost here. Let's get her right before school starts. That was by far my worst fucking summer ever. Not only that, Child Protective Services with this fucking coon, with this coonette, got me out of school to face my oppressors straight up. While the fucking oppressors was taking me upstairs to this so-called center, to meet the so-called foster parents. Nothing against them at all. Nothing against the likes of Miss Lori Taylor. Nothing against the likes of Rose Taylor. Nothing against them at all. But that was the beginning of my hell. That was pretty much the permanent serving of my pain. And you wonder why I speak the way I do and carry myself the way I do. That's right, Katie has not been peppered with love as some of you thought. For the majority of my childhood and my life, I have been peppered with pain. I have been berated with pain. I have not been showered with love. And I'm telling you right now, I still don't know what love is. But this is exactly why I put on my armor and I fight as if I was a damn warrior, which I am. I have no shame in that at all. Because I constantly have to be on the lookout to see who I can trust, which is pretty much next to nobody. Because I have to keep myself ready for the fight. This is something that I cannot smile about, except for the fact that I get my one and only golden shot at these fucking Edomites who put me through hell at 9 years old, starting at 9 years old, and I reek the day that I unleash my hell on these Edomites if the Most High ever gives me power. So there it is, family. That's part of the reason why I don't smile. Because I'd rather not smile. I'd rather give the Edomites the evil eye and let them know I'm going to drag their ass to slavery. Shout out to the Royal Queen. Shout out to Lisa Cabrera. Shout out to Cap. And shout out to B-Miles84. Also, the Revelations of Veil. My man Anthony Bates. Michael Perry. Of course, my girl Hebrew DNA. Lioness of Ahia, hello sister, Israelites rule forever, and everybody else in between. It's your boy KD84. Shalom, family.